right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at Jones Court Stadium in Houston, Texas. Round one of the playoff between the Waller Bulldogs and the North Forest Bulldogs. Mike Prince and Randy Allen. Randy, it is a shivering night, but we made it through the storm. How you doing, man?
Doing great, Mike. Glad to be here on a Thursday night. Anxious to get this game right here underway. See what the Bulldogs look like this week. Hey, I'm glad it's Thursday night.
I'm glad it's Thursday night, but I got work to do Friday night, so I got to go to Pflugerville tomorrow.
You get a little road trip.
A little road trip. Yes, sir. Bulldogs will be in their visiting white tops with the maroon bottoms. They are the visiting team. They had the 50-50 home and home toss. North Forest won the toss. North Forest looking like the Citadel from Army, all black with the golden helmets with a black stripe going down the side, golden numbers trimmed in white. Should be a very interesting contest as the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs do the battle of the coin toss. The toss was won by North Forest. They will elect to defer. So the Bulldogs of Waller will be going from our right to left as they get ready for tonight's contest. Bulldogs will embrace the return of Eric Wright. He's been out for the last 3 weeks, really 2.5 weeks. So it should be an exciting time. We'll see just the impact that he has when the Bulldogs first get this ball to start tonight's contest off.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see Eric back and see the difference that he makes in this ball club. A two-dimensional team turning one-dimensional is definitely not good for anybody. And for Waller to take that hit from Eric was definitely a shot to them. So hopefully they're going to be able to turn it around this week. Eric, give him a little second punch there. And get this off.
The only punch we need is a heater punch right now. And we do think Daniel got his MacGyver skills going on and turned the heater on up here in the press box. So there is hope for this thing. Maybe by halftime we'll be thawed out.
There is hope, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. Now, what's interesting about this, Randy, is that the 35 seconds before the clock is officially done, these teams are locked and loaded, ready to go already.
They're ready to roll.
We're ready to roll as well, as we will have some Bulldog action here tonight, here momentarily. Mike Prince and Randy Allen here. I would say the advantage is at least we're not completely outside. So,
that's right. That's right. We at least have a wind block.
Yeah, a wind block is a big thing.
Flag, the wind is blowing pretty good out there. I bet that wind chill is down there a little bit.
So it looks like the North Forest Bulldogs are ready to kick off. As we stated, they're in all black uniforms, gold helmets. We are excited to have you here as we get ready for tonight's contest, and we are moments away from the kickoff. The kick is a low squiver kick, is picked up and covered at the 34-yard line, where Waller will take over. Look like they're taking another page out that Magnolia West infamous playbook.
Yeah, good job with special teams right there. Kick return team, Mitchell Smith getting on that ball there, just recovering it. There's nothing wrong to start at the 34-yard line for the Bulldogs.
We'll take that all day long and twice on Sundays. So the Bulldogs coming out. They're going from left to right. Tyron Taylor in the spread look, pistol formation. There's a high snap. Give to right. Right acrobatically keeps his balance. Gets up to about the 37-yard line. And just to see that athletic move along, it says, "Welcome back, Mr. Wright."
Mr. Wright, yeah, what a very athletic move right there. He's talking about testing out your ankle on the first play. That's balancing on that ankle that was injured almost 3 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
And,
so
it looks like it showed no sign of injury there. So
they'll give him 5 yards on that gain. Pistol look now. Tyron Taylor takes it, and he gives it back to Wright. And Wright gets maybe a half a yard on that particular play. Now, one thing we did talk about on the way over here, with the weather being as cool as it is, the temperature has an effect on that ball. That ball becomes real strict right now, so we'll be paying good attention to see how that unfolds for the Bulldogs on tonight.
Yeah, that is going to be very interesting.
And now here comes the third down situation. There's going to be a keeper by Taylor. Taylor goes up, spins, up to the 45, gets across the 50, all the way across, still on his feet, and finally is out of bounds at about the 40-yard line for a Bulldog first down.
Good job. That's that zone read. He faked that same play they've run previously to Eric on his right side. Fakes that, just keeps it, breaks the tackle, and gets a very nice gainer up to the 40-yard line of the.
So now there's a low snap, and Tyron does the smart thing. Off the snap, he just falls on it, didn't try to do anything big. So it will be a loss of yards, but more importantly, the Bulldogs keep the ball.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get to this stage of the game and have that first turnover right there after a big gainer right there. But just a bad snap right there. And we'll see how the Bulldogs deal with this adversity here early on.
So it's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the play, 2nd down and 5. Tyron Taylor takes it. Rose wants to throw. He throws a pass. That ball is intercepted, thrown right into the defender's hand, gets across the 50-yard line, and got one man to beat, and it looks like he's going to outrun him. Cuts back across field and dances his way across the end zone for the touchdown. The interception by number 13, Mr. Rashad Jones, and he returns that for a 60-yard touchdown off the interception.
Just a play-action pass right there with Tyron rolling out toward us, which is to his left, and looks like he just either didn't put enough on it or overthrew his intended receiver, and number 13 was right there. Made a great run back right there to get that into the end zone.
Did a lot of maneuvering as he was able to get that across, and the point after try is about to be attempted here for North Forest. Looks like that is number 80, Lance. I'm sorry, that's not Lance Simon for us. That kick is up. It looks like illegal procedure was the call.
Yes, illegal procedure against North Forest there. So they'll back it up.
We'll try to make out the number
like
of the kick.
Maybe Anthony Mitchell is doing the kicking.
Anthony Mitchell wearing number 1. We're getting it here. We're trying to work it out from our vantage point.
Nope. 82.
82 being Mr. Jose Baraja. So the kick is up, and the kick is good. And despite the pushback of 5 yards at 9:53 of the first quarter of play, North Forest strikes pay dirt with a 60-yard interception return for a touchdown by number 13, Mr. Rashad Jones. Rashad Jones starting off with a big play here for the Bulldogs.
Well, hopefully the Bulldogs will be able to regroup pretty quick as naturally they get the ball right back. That surprises me a little bit there, Mike, that happened anyway. Tyron's usually a pretty good keeper of the ball.
But the thing about it, he had a wide open receiver. He just underthrew him. And once again, have that cold weather and not having a good feel for the ball. Not making any excuses, but they've got plenty of time to get things rebounded as they'll get ready now. They're spotted North Forest 7 points, and we'll see how they'll rebound after that.
Yeah, it's going to be a very important drive right here early on. Onside kick?
Well, the squib kick is going to work. That's another low, hard kick. It is retrieved at the 30-yard line. That looks like Wes Campbell. Campbell looking through the defenders, kind of gets across the 40 up to the 45-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will start over again.
That's not bad by Wes Campbell there. That ball was drilled. Hit him right in the chest.
It kind of stuck to him.
He had no choice. That one. A good job of catching the ball, though, and then we got lateral up the field there and then finally turned it up and was able to pick up about 10 yards there. So good job for West there.
So the Bulldogs will take over at their 44-yard line. Ready to go now. Pistol formation now. Tyron takes it and gives it to Wright. Running to the left side, cuts back across and gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line for another positive gain.
Yeah, going to pick up about 3 yards there for Eric. He's trying to get around the left end. Just like a little hand sweep action there. Trying to give him a little room to run there, but surprisingly to me, North Forest playing pretty good little defense there.
Yes, sir. It's going to be second down, and we'll call it 7. As the pistol look again, that's Tyron keeping it, running straight up the middle. Got one defender to beat. No one is going to catch Tyron Taylor, and he's going to take it to the house for a 54-yard touchdown run, and the Bulldogs are right back in it.
Good response there. Tyron doing a great job on that zone read. Watching that end, just cave in on that run on Eric there and just keep it. That's the Eric of old right there that we're used to seeing back in the mid-season right there. Great effort, great run by Tyron. He's able to get all the way to the end zone.
And the Bulldogs.
With 9:04 left in the first quarter. Extra point by Bazan coming. Snap is back. Hold is down. And Bazan nails it right down the middle to tie this ball game up 7-7.
Well, that's the way we like to see them start, man. It looked like a little rough start for the Bulldogs, but they respond right away. 2 plays, 56 yards, and the touchdown.
Good response there. You can't ask for much more than that, can you?
No, sir, you cannot. As you see the Bulldog prep club running across every time the Bulldogs score a touchdown, as they have the WHS, man. Despite the weather and the afternoon traffic, a pretty decent turnout.
Man.
But man, it was rough getting over here, but we got over here.
We finally made it.
So the Bulldogs now defensively will get out for the first time after giving up the interception return for a touchdown by Mr. Rashad Jones. And we'll see now how the defense will respond. They've been banged up the last couple of weeks, giving up some runs and some yardage. We'll see how Coach Crawford has these guys lined up and ready to go tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch this. Looking forward to this first defensive stance here.
Yes, sir. That first defensive stance will be a measuring kick. It's a high short kick by Bazan. The ball is retrieved at the 21-yard line. Going spinning and getting across to about the 32-yard line. That looks like that was number 83. We trying 80. Is there 84?
I think that's Mitchell Smith, Wes Campbell, and 24 is Travis Johnson there getting in on that tackle. Pretty decent coverage there as the ball was high into the near sideline on the North Forest side at about the 21-yard line. Gets all the way up to about the 33 for North Forest. So North Forest now coming out with the double pistol look. There's a give to the back, running to the left side, hitting the hole hard. Gets up close to the 40-yard line. That looked like Michael Harmon, number 8, for North Forest. I believe so. And I believe we're going to have Anthony Mitchell. No, it's not. That's the receiver.
So now North Forest coming back out, picked up about 5 yards on the run. As now they come in the power I look. 2 receivers to the right side. Rolling left, looks play action, gets the receiver wide open, gets up to about the 48-yard line. And that should be enough to move the sticks for North Forest. That pass, good little leading.
Good little play action pass there. They fake that run up the middle, and Jamarcus Anderson, the quarterback for North Forest, just throws a nice ball on a little 10-yard in route right there to the receiver as they pick up the first down to the 48-yard line.
First down for North Forest. Pistol look, man comes in motion. There's a jet sweep to the left. There's going to be a stoppage of play. It looked like they were trying to get Jaron Dillard involved on that play. But that is going to be against North Forest.
A little illegal procedures there for North Forest. Move the ball back 5 yards. Defensively set up there. It looked like the Waller Bulldogs were in pretty good shape there for that hand sweep.
Yes, sir.
Looking good for that.
Some of the Bulldogs from Waller jumping around, trying to get the blood circulating through their veins. Temperature is dropping as we speak. Underneath center now. And there's a toss to the right and a big tackle by the Bulldogs.
Dietrich Gardner just jumping in past that offensive lineman there and making a Great play there for the Bulldogs. A good hustle play for him. He got back in there quick.
Yes, sir.
Damage.
So it's going to bring up second down, and we'll call it, 15?
15, 16.
15, 16. I'll take 16.
Sounds better.
Sounds better to me, too. 16 for North Forest. They're going from our left to right. Quarterback Jamarcus Anderson in the double pistol look. Takes the snap. He looks to his left. He pumps one time, throws off into the flats, and that ball is dropped. Intended for number 12, Jarian Dillard. Is going to bring up third down.
Good job. The outside linebacker was out there running right behind him. Even if he would have been able to catch it, I don't think he would have been able to do much with it. So good job by the defense there. They're going to be facing a long 3rd and 16 here. So hopefully a good stand for the Bulldogs here. They clamp down a little bit, try to prevent this pass getting the first down.
Now, I hate to sound mundane or anything, but possession is going to be more important than almost yardage tonight with the temperature dropping like it is. Third down, Anderson underneath center, tosses it to the left side, and getting up to about the 45-yard line will be Jarian Dillard. And it's going to bring up fourth down and about 12, 13 yards for North Forest. It appears that they're bringing out the kicking unit, as now going back deep will be Colin Sims Davenport, for the Bulldogs. Anthony Mitchell looks like he's going to be the one doing the kicking for us, Randy.
Yeah, good job defensively by the Bulldogs. Cameron Ray getting on the outside, forcing that runner to get back inside as they get ready to punt here.
Oh, there's a snap almost blocked. And it takes a favorable bounce for Waller, and it's kicked at about the 38-yard line. Boy, they got close to blocking that.
Yeah, great job. I can't believe they missed that. It looked like Bradley Zika and possibly Adam Croy almost stretching out to be able to block that. Punter doing just a great job for North Forest there just to get that off.
Just to keep his composure. Yes, sir.
Without getting that block. So hats off to that youngster. We'll see what happens right here as this offense comes out, Mike. Looking for some good things on this third possession.
Ball is at the 37-yard line. Waller takes over. There's going to be a counter give to right. Right, making defenders miss, running straight down the middle across the 50-yard line. And that's another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, good job on that counter play right there with the Bulldogs. And Eric just getting right up in the hole right there for the first down.
It's good to see him back. Going back to action now, give the right again. Spinning off a defender, gets down to the 45-yard line.
Another good hard run. That's the Waller offense we've been looking for right there.
Boy, welcome back, sweet Georgia Brown.
Isn't that the truth?
That spin move will get the Bulldogs to the 46-yard line. It's going to be second down, and we'll call it a short 5, 6 yards. Pistol look, 2 receivers to the right side for Taylor. Taylor bobbles the ball, holds on to it, running to the left, cuts back to the right across the 40-yard line, down to the 39. It should be another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, move those chains. Move those chains, Mike. Can't ask for a whole lot more than that.
So they will say it's actually at the 40-yard line where their stop is forward progress. Bulldogs coming. Now, Randy, this stadium was built in 1956, but I really like this stadium. It's not too fancy. It's just it gets the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, back to action, delayed handoff to right. Right, waiting for the block, goes downfield, inside the 25-yard line, another Bulldog first down.
I'm afraid we're going to have a holding there.
Don't say that, Randy.
The Bulldogs.
Don't say that.
Flag is thrown. We have to speak the truth, Mike.
Man, you don't have your glasses on. Maybe you didn't see it.
I feel like I've got glasses on with this glass right here. Man, looks like it's about 32 outside with a 95% chance of fog.
This holding called against Waller. Our officials tonight, referee will be Mr. Mike Atkinson. We have the umpire, Bill Stevens. Headlines will be Bob Hubble. line judge John Ferris and back judge Chuck Gurney. Back to action. The counter give to Wright. Wright sliding through defenders, but making a miss. Bouncing up to the 40-yard line. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. As it will be second down now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a good job there of getting back to the original line of scrimmage there. Eric's kind of picking his way through the line there, dodging defenders, just trying to pick up the best he can of yardage.
Well, one thing about it, he's fresh, he's rested up, and he's healthy, so he ought to have some strong legs as we try to get further into the playoffs. Back to action. There's a play action. There's a pass. Oh, man, had a wide-open receiver, that of Bill Wagner, but just missed him. Looked like he may have rushed that pass.
Yeah, Will Wagner on a little curly-cue route right there, going to the inside with the offensive play, and then Pickettail that route back to the outside was wide open. Tyron looks like he rushed the ball just a little bit.
4:08 here in the first quarter play. We're all tied at 7 apiece. Back to action, a high snap. There's a keeper by Taylor. Taylor got the block, making defenders miss. Another key block by Wagner. He's down inside, and it's going to be close to the first down. Well, no, it's the first down, no doubt.
Yeah, we got a first down.
I'm looking to make sure there were no flags called. Good run and a great block by Wagner. But is it coming back? Oh, my.
Yeah, he's standing on top of the flag. I was just going to compliment the receivers, too, doing a great job downfield blocking.
Yes, sir.
I think Malik Banks was right there in that area, and it really looked like he was doing a great job. I guess it had his hands on the inside, but I really thought he was doing a good job of blocking.
Great execution, nonetheless, even though the penalty was called. And that's actually going to set the Bulldogs back another 10 yards to negate the first down.
That's about 3rd and 5.
Yes, sir. 3rd down and 5 now. Pistol look, 2 receivers to the right side. There's another delayed reaction, giving it to Wright. Wright running downfield, bouncing off defenders down inside the 20. No flags on that one. First down, Wallace.
First down, Bulldogs.
And that's a first down.
Great job by the tight end. Wes Campbell coming all the way across the formation and being that lead blocker for Eric on that particular play there.
Looks like timeout is taken by North Forest with 3 minutes and 29 seconds as we will try to go through and let you all know how things got to be on tonight. Randy said, I'm making a mad dash. It's so cold out here, man. If you didn't have a head, you wouldn't miss it tonight because there's no feeling in the ears, the nose, and the eyes. They don't even sweat. They don't even cry. They wouldn't fall out.
They wouldn't know it at all. So,
who we got helping us out tonight?
Mike, we're proud to announce some of our sponsors in Galileo's Mexican Grill in Patterson. They can be reached at 979-865-1906. We also have the Learning Tree Daycare Center in Hempstead, and they are at 979-826-4703. Green Lawn Care with James Litke, and he can be reached at 979-277-2145.
All right, we're getting back to action right now. 3:29 in the first quarter, all tied at 7. Tyron Taylor in the backfield. He takes a snap. He's going to keep it running. Oh, he's upended. That was great penetration that time by North Forest. That looked like that was number 22, Terrence Batiste, in on the tackle to upend Tyron Taylor.
Yeah, good job defensively there by Terrence Batiste, getting in there, tripping up Tyron, and he just gets to the back, just a little bit past the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 9. Taylor takes it, running to the left, got a convoy of blockers cutting inside, and they cut off the lanes. Excellent that time. That charge led by number 22 yet again, Mr. Terrence Batiste. And he looks like he's the man with the plan in the middle there for North Forest.
Yeah, North Forest calling that timeout. Looks like they kind of recharged the battery.
Yes, sir. Let's stop the bleeding. Put the finger in the hole.
That's right.
And let's regroup. Now, here's the thing. We're in playoffs right now. We're well within Bazan's field goal range. But I would like to
with the wind behind him.
Yes, sir. So it's 3rd down, and there's going to be another give to Wright. Wright looking for a lane. He couldn't get anywhere. He gets down close to the 15-yard line. But it's going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs. So the kicking unit does come out, and can you feel your juices percolating a little bit, Coach?
Just a little bit.
Just to teach you winch.
Wow. So that's what it looks like.
1 minute and 55 seconds in the first quarter. You're all tied. The Bulldogs look like Bazan is going to attempt a 35-yard field goal as he awaits the snap. The snap is good. The kick is long enough and good.
Right down the middle.
Right down Central Avenue. And at 1:37 of the first quarter play, the Bulldogs get another score and makes it 10-3. Zion nailed it. He was like he could have hit that from 50. I'm sorry, 10-7. I want to give him 3.
He can get the school record with this win behind him. Nice.
And speaking of the school record, we got a young man that set the school record they brought up tonight for such a time as this. You talking about pressure waiting, kicked a 49-yard field goal at home in the junior varsity game. So, and his name is escaping me right now. It's
Miguel Aponte.
There you go, Aponte, and he's wearing number 88 tonight.
Yes, he is.
So if he comes on, we'll know what's going on. Somebody's gonna set a record.
Somebody.
Bulldogs are ready to go. Bazan is setting up at the 40-yard line. We'll see who this is back deep. It looks like number 12, Jaron Dillard, is back deep for North Forest. Bazan and crew lining up. Bulldogs of Waller going from our right to left, and the Bulldogs of North Forest from our left to right. The high, short kick retrieved at the 23-yard line. Looking for blocks and going to be wrapped up, and we'll start a new set of downs. That was Prince Robinson. I got to remember that name, Prince Robinson, number 24.
You should remember that one.
I should remember that one if I don't remember anything else, huh?
Sure should. Good high kick by Bazan down the near sideline there, received at the 23. Good coverage by the Bulldogs as they're promptly down there and able to limit the return as they get to the 35. I'm all right.
So it is 1:31 now remaining in this first quarter play. Anderson in the spread look. Takes a jet sweep going to the left side, trying to get to the corner, and does. Got the first down and more. Running for North Forest was Jarian Dillard, and he gets a North Forest first down.
Yeah, that young man's got a little speed in him. He comes from the near sideline and goes across the formation on a hand sweep right there and is able to get the corner. He got a good block out there from his running back and put one move on a defender and is able to pick up about 12 yards before he goes out of bounds. But that young man has a little speed.
As we get ready now, it is first down from the 48-yard line. There's a give to the back, run to the left side, trying to get somebody. Whoa, what a big hit. That looks like Rafe on the hit.
Rafe on the hit right there. I believe as he hit him, he kind of stripped him of the ball, but unfortunately for the Bulldogs, it rolls out of bounds. And fortunately for North Forest, it rolls out of bounds. Good job defensively as they actually lose about a yard and a half, maybe 2 on the carry. Good job defensively from Cameron Wright coming up from his linebacker position.
Actually going to say he lost a yard on that particular play. So North Forest will come back. Pistol look now for the quarterback, Anderson. Receiver comes in motion. There's a snap, and running will be, whoa, what a great penetration by the Bulldogs, and crawling around barking like a dog. It looks like he may be hurt a little bit. That was
another good job by Dedrick Gardner there, getting off his block, just making a good play in the backfield. Something we haven't seen in a while, and something that we need to see.
Yes, sir.
Front line
yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt about it. Going to be second down. I'm sorry, not second down, but third down. And we'll call it, 15, Randy?
Third down is a good 15.
3 receivers to the left side now for Anderson. The ball is on the right hash mark, going from left to right. Anderson takes it, looks, pumps one time, then flush out of the pocket, throws that ball, and it's caught
I believe he did catch it right there, and that's going to be real
close to a first down.
I'm going to be honest with you, they're getting a pretty bad spot. Dedrick Gardner had kind of injured himself on that previous play, and now is going off. It looks like his right ankle maybe as he tackled down, and I think he fell on his leg.
So it's 4th down and 1. Timeout is taken. And with that, let us give some shout-outs. We want to give a shout-out. Mr. Trent Watson says, "Go Bulldogs, bring home the win." And then Mr. Greg, he said, the Greg Christian family says, "The back is back in the Bulldogs." And Francis Frey says, "Go Bulldogs, make us proud." Eli, is that Eli? That is Eli Walton says, "If you can't run with the Bulldogs, get off the porch."
There you go.
Bow wow, baby, get off the porch. Eric Mendahl, principal at Waller Junior High, says, "Leave it all on the field, bring home the win." Miss Anita Gilchrist says, "Play hard, play proud, go Bulldogs." And we can't forget old Benny Mays. Benny Mays say, "In with a win, EWAW." I get EWA.
Not going to touch that one, Mark.
We come to the end of the first quarter.
Benny Mays means by that one.
Hey, man, we know we love you, Benny, but we understand. We understand. The flip side of the field, going now from right to left. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Going to keeper Anderson running straight up the middle, and it's going to be a first down.
Quarterback sneak. That's one of the most difficult plays to defend, I believe. Why is that?
Why is that? Well, it's called the shortest distance to anything. It's a straight line. So, and you got at least 250 pounds in front of you, and you at least 175. All you got to do is fall forward.
All right.
That's what. Now they're in the old team formation. There's a toss. There's going to be a flag, and that's going to be an illegal procedure against North Forest. Looked like they were going to try and get involved on that one, Miss Deontay Atkinson. As that is going to push back the North Forest Bulldogs. I want to bring up still first down and make it 15. I want to give a shout-out now. I'm going to mess with them real quick while we got time.
Go ahead.
Gary Buchanan, they're holding it down at the playoff game back at Waller ISD. Gary, I just gave you a shout-out. When I see you, I need my support. I learned from you, buddy. As we get back to action, play action, Anderson going up top, and that ball is going to be over the intended receiver's head. It was close. It looked like it was going to be well over his head, but it somehow got caught up.
He made it a lot closer than it appeared. It may have had a little help from behind.
A little assistance, if you will. Are you insinuating something there, Randy?
Fortunately for the Waller Bulldogs, anyway, that could have been very costly right there.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 15 for North Forest.
So North Forest coming out. Anderson now in the pistol formation. Has 2 receivers to his right side. He takes the snap, looks, throws it across, and that one is almost intercepted. Tried to go with the same route. This time ran a post pattern intended for the receiver, number 1, Anthony Mitchell. So Mitchell is punting and running routes.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of everything tonight.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down. 10 minutes and 55 seconds before halftime. Waller Bulldogs on top by the score 10-7. Mike Prince and Randy Allen here at Jones Court Stadium. As we now break out and get ready to come on in. Anderson, pistol formation, takes the snap, rolls to his right side, throws it across. That ball's intercepted at the 35-yard line. Going across to the 50, cross, still on his feet, stumbling, across the 30-yard line, down inside to the 25-yard line. A great defensive play by Waller.
Cameron Gray had good on that.
Oh, my.
Great job. He jumped up at least 10 feet to catch that ball. and able to pull it down in a good return all the way inside the 30 to the 26. It looks like where the ball is going to be marked. Couldn't tell as if when he was tackled there, he possibly have fumbled the ball there because there seemed to be quite a pile going in over there.
Nonetheless, the Bulldogs will maintain possession at the 26-yard line. 10:41 here in the second quarter. Tyron Taylor takes the snap, gives it to Wright. Wright running to the left side, hurdles a defender. Oh, ran clean over a guy. Gets down inside the 20-yard line. My goodness.
And that's the Eric we're used to looking
yes,
at right
sir.
there.
Where you been for the last 3 weeks?
Good job by Eric as he's getting up in there and making ways to get up in that hole right there.
So now it's going to be second down, and we'll call it about 2. There's another play-action quarterback read, but Tyron Taylor is going to be muzzled by a host of North Forest Bulldogs.
Yeah, another zone read there by the Bulldogs, and it didn't really matter if he would have given it to him or if he would have kept it. That was going to happen right there. They lose about 4 yards on the play. And looks like this is not good right here. I believe that's Isaiah Suarez. Looks like he may be injured on the play. Anytime the Bulldogs are going to lose an offensive lineman, it's not going to be good news. With the absence of Brody Bursch already with a broken leg. It's a Mag West game, which is, 3 weeks?
Yes, sir, 3 weeks
ago.
But if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about this guy might be trying to return.
I haven't heard that lately, so I'm not real sure about that. But I do know that we also, previous to district starting, a young man was in a car accident, so we're missing Dominique Merrill as well.
Yes, sir.
We're already missing 2 key parts of the offensive line. So anybody that goes down now is not going to be good. He's walking off under his own power. Hopefully that's a good sign.
Yes, sir. He's walking like I'm coming back. I'm coming back, no doubt about it. So it's going to resume action here. It was a loss of yards on the play. So we'll see what happens as things get by. I want to give a shout-out to my wife, Stephanie. She just tuned in. Hope you're warm, honey, and have the heater on when I get home, and don't complain about my cold feet. Power I formation now. Going to be a keeper by Taylor. Taylor running to the left side, making defenders miss, gets down inside the 20, and it will be a positive gain.
A good little counter, quarterback counter right there as Tyron keeps the ball and spins all the way back around. He's able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards to get back this thing possibly in a positive direction here. As Bulldogs going to face about a 4th and 4.
4th and 4. Bulldogs are going to line up to go for it. As they come out in the power I look, the ball's at the 20-yard line. Bulldogs going from left to right. They'll take it, give it to Wright. Wright running, cuts across, gets close to the stick, but he got met right at the yard marker. Big-time hit by the North Forest defender. Was that number 2 yet again? Deontay Atkinson?
I think so. He comes up and makes a big hit right there to prevent Eric from getting any more yardage. He is going to end up being short of the first down. The ball will be turned over on down to go to North Forest with 8:50 left in the second quarter. The Bulldogs are up 10-7. North Forest will have the ball going from our right to left.
We're going to have that ball at the 16-yard line, it looks like. They'll take over. See if the Bulldogs' defense can remain steadfast and unmovable. Now there's a toss to the left side, trying to run, make a defender's grip. Oh, the ball fumbled, stripped down, knocked away, and still on his. Oh, it's knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And boy, the back took a big walloping hit. That back was Deontay Atkinson, and that ball got knocked out of bounds. And the ball ended up out at around the 5-yard. They're spotted at the 2-yard line, but more importantly, now they got a concern
here coming up from his cornerback position and doing a great job of making that hit and popping that ball out of there. And he tried to pick it back up and lost it again. And the ball rolled all the way back to about the 3-yard line, as I believe the running back that was carrying the ball on the toss sweep is injured now on the sideline.
And the thing about that is, and it's not necessarily an injury, but when it's this cold and you get hit like that, those jokers sting, brother. And I'm talking about something serious stinging. And I'm hoping that he's okay. They're still tending to him on the sideline. Meanwhile, while they're doing that, because we don't want to alarm anyone at all, we'll get back to some of these shout-outs. Mr. Michelle Stanton says, shave to dogs. Coach Wright, K. Wright, says, represent with pride, play ball, till the Eagles fall. I don't know what she got that one from, but that's what she put down. And we're going to get it. Coach Cochran said, let's go Bulldogs. Get it done, dogs. As Coach Cochran, who is the tennis coach for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, and we'll talk about that as we got a big deal coming up on tomorrow night for the Lady Panthers. Meanwhile, the player is off under his own control. Look like he'll go back and get some things ready to go. As the ball is spotted now at the, they're going to say now at the 3-yard line. And they lined up in a tight power I. There's a gear to the back. Oh, big hit again by the Bulldogs. Good penetration by Zika. And it's going to be third down now and long for North Forest. Got about 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining before halftime. See Mr. Lee Van Richardson, a old Bulldog, is going to come up and chat with us at halftime. You think he's coming to chat with us or trying to keep warm?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Oh, man. North Forest coming out, 8 minutes remaining. They're still in that tight look. Third down and about 20. There's a toss to the right side, and just trying to play it safe, see what happens. And the back run gets up close to the 15-yard line, as that was Deontay Atkinson. It looked like came back in. And it's going to bring out the punting unit, and the Bulldogs should be in very good field position.
Yeah, great job by the Bulldogs defense there. They attacked pretty heavily right there on that particular possession, causing although they did not recover the fumble, they caused a turnover there and produced a huge loss right there. So good job by the Bulldogs.
So Sims Davenport is back at the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs, awaiting the punt from Anthony Mitchell. There's going to be a stoppage of play, time out on the field. And, Coach, I guess we can wrap up with who else has been helping us out with tonight.
Absolutely. We have Armor Industries, Business 290 in Waller. With Joey Parker there at 936-372-1234. We have the Varsity Grill there off FM 2920 in Waller, Texas. Their number is 936-372-9115. Also have Larry's Automotive off of FM 1488 in the Field Store area. Also have the Temple of Refuge in Prairie View. We have the Waller Bulldog Club, a supported Waller Independent School District Booster Club organization. We have the Hempstead Theater there in Hempstead, Texas. Their number is 979-826-2981.
Okay, we get ready for resuming of play. The punting units are out for both teams. Mitchell awaits the snap. He fumbles the snap. That ball has got off. I don't know how he got it off, but he kicks it out of bounds, fumbled it in the end zone, and just pure athleticism was able to get that one off.
Great job. It's a pretty good snap there to the punter. He just apparently just dropped the ball when he reached down to try to catch it. And like you say, fortunately, did a great job of athleticism, just being able to get that punt away. Gets to the North Forest Bulldogs 38-yard line, so that's where the Bulldogs Waller will start this drive.
Well, you can't go wrong with saying Bulldogs, so Waller takes over now with 7:05. Tyron Taylor, pistol formation, 3 receivers to his right, takes it, gives it to right. Right running down and gets inside the 35-yard line. There'll be another positive gain for the Bulldogs.
Good job for Eric there, just putting his head down and training there for 4 yards, able to get first some good positive yardage there for the Bulldog offense.
Looks like there's another stoppage in play. So it looks like they're attending to a Waller Bulldog.
I believe that's Eric.
Oh, my. He's standing up. He's not on the ground. And they're kind of huddled around him. And hopefully it's nothing real major.
It kind of looked like when he went down, he kind of went head first. I don't know if he kind of went down with his head onto the grass and kind of knocked him a little looser. Or
well, actually, they're carrying him off now. Hope he didn't re-aggravate that ankle.
That would not be good for the Bulldogs.
No, sir. 5:47 before halftime. We'll see what we could get during the halftime break. We'll see if we can get our spotter, old Phillip, to find out what's going on over there. As the Bulldogs come out right now, it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Pistol formation now. Taylor takes it, gets it to, he's going to keep it on the read. He goes across the 30, close to the 25. And that should be a Bulldog first down.
Good yardage for the first down there. Good job by Tyron on the zone read right there. As Derek Wright comes in and fills the spot for his twin brother Eric, and makes a good block for Tyron as he does pick up good yardage.
No huddle offense now. There's a give to Derek, and he fumbles the ball. Derek lost the ball, tried to spin out, and it's going to be a fumble recovery for North Forest.
Derek is doing a pretty good job there of picking up some good positive yardage. He got hit, tried to spin out of it. When he did, well, he got hit immediately by a North Forest defensive player and kind of sprained the ball loose as the North Forest Bulldogs are able to get on that fumble. Kind of turned the table there on the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. So the ball is at the 22-yard line, 5:05 remaining before the half. And the weird thing about that, Coach, is they actually had the ball exactly 2 minutes, and the ball was turned over. So now North Forest comes out. They have the ball at the 22-yard line. Power I formation. There's a toss to the right side, running, trying to get to the corner. Does get to the corner. Gets up close to the 30-yard line. Will be a positive game for North Forest.
Good job there with Damon Wiggins on that sweep right there for North Forest. He's able to get around the edge, pick up good positive yardage. He picks up about 6 yards for North Forest.
2nd down and 4. 5. As we get ready now to go, and to toss to the left side now, running, and Zika does a great job of holding up the back, and will be a gain. It looks like that was it number 4,
Wiggins.
Mr. Wiggins. He wears either number 4 or 25, I guess, depending on the jersey that he's wearing.
Different color. Busy little operation.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So now it is 3rd down, short yardage, and the pile up in the middle, and it looks like with the spotting from the line judge, that might be enough for a first down for North Forest.
That's another quarterback sneak there for Jamarcus Anderson of the North Forest Bulldogs. He's going to have enough for the first downs as they move the chain.
So they will say first down.
Plenty of time here for North Forest if they just kind of keep doing what they're doing. Moving the ball, picking up first downs for them.
Now here come North Forest. First down from the 32-yard line. Going back, Anderson throws. He throws up in the corner. That's hanging up in the air. That ball is intercepted at the 44-yard line, where the Bulldogs will regain possession.
Look at Cameron Shannon on the interception there as he was playing deep free safety for the Bulldogs. And that ball just not quite thrown up the sideline enough for the receivers to go and get that ball. As Cameron Shannon's able to get over and catch that ball for the Waller Bulldogs. So another change of possession here with 4:50 left in the second quarter as the Bulldogs come right to the line of scrimmage. Kyron Taylor fakes, takes the ball himself, gets up and gets about 8 yards over the left side of the offensive line there. Good job by Kyron. The Bulldogs are trying to play a little hurry-up offense here.
Bulldogs now coming. It's going to be second down and about 2. No huddle offense. Tyron takes it, keeps it, runs. Oh, ran into a big wall. That time for North Forest, that looked like number 76, Jonathan Mayweather.
Turned him all the way around.
Oh, my.
He's going to be just about a yard short as they're going to have about 3rd and 1.
3rd and a sneak.
First down.
But a no-huddle offense again for Waller. Waller takes a snap. There want to be another keeper by Taylor. Taylor maneuvers his way for the first down.
Good job there by Travis Hyatt getting out in front of Tyron and getting a good block for Tyron to pick up enough yards for the first down as he picks up about 4 yards and gets to the 37-yard line of the North Forest Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs up 10-7 here in the second quarter play. First round of the playoffs. There's going to be a give. Was that Kadu? Looked like he may have gotten the loose, but then he tripped up and fell as he will fall short. He maybe has gotten a yard off of that.
I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage there before he tripped up again.
So Bulldogs going back with this no huddle. Second down. There's a play action. Rolling, wants to throw. Going open, got a wide open. Oh, another almost fantastic grab by Wagner. He was open, but over his head as he dove for that inside the 20-yard line.
Well, Tyron just doesn't quite seem to be on the throwing game tonight. As he passed the receivers open early on as well as that one there, and just unable to get the receiver the ball with space. A little bit disappointing there for the throwing aspect of this game so far.
Now it's going to be third down and 10, 3:20. Ball's at the 36-yard line. Looks like a reverse coming. Wagner gets the ball going to the outside, and he's shaking and he spins. Gets maybe a yard. Ran 15 yards to get 1 yard.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground there on the reverse play. But like you say, I believe only able to pick up 1 yard there for the Bulldogs. They're going to come out and play field position here and just try to pin these guys down in their own territory.
So the ball,
they don't have anybody back defensively, so they may be looking for the fake.
They're looking for the fake, and this is a great time to punt it and don't even put a lot into it, man. Just do one of them rugby kicks. There's a high snap, the kick, an angle kick, and it bounces, and it don't touch it yet. It's down inside the 10. I'm sorry.
You're doing a good job. He didn't need to be touching it right then, but Nieto is able to get a pretty decent kickoff, get to the 10-yard line of the North Forest Bulldogs. So good job. There was actually a guy off his left side there able to get in almost pretty free, and fortunately he was not able to block it.
So with 3:03 here in the second quarter, I'm trying to get us out of here, huh, Coach?
Pretty quickly.
Tight look now for North Forest. A toss to the left side and a good tackle again by Brad Zika as he wraps up the speedy Deontay Atkinson.
A good job by Bradley Zika reading that sweep on that right there as he's able to get to the edge and make a good, sure tackle on that running back. It's pretty quick and pretty shifty.
So it's 2 minutes and 39 seconds before halftime. Waller on top 10-7. Mike Prince and Randy Allen here from Jones Cord Stadium here in Houston, Texas. Anderson now coming back under center. It's going to be second down and about 8. Takes it. Gives to the back, going to the right side. Atkinson got a block, and he makes the defender miss. Still on his feet, down across the 30-yard line, and it will be a North Forest first down.
Good job there. That's number 2, Dante Atkinson. And makes you wonder where that cat's been, doesn't it?
Yes,
He's
sir.
able to get on that edge right there.
Well, that's the one that took that big hit earlier, too.
You're right.
So
He's got it a little shaken up there.
A little shaken was the direct and correct diagnosis. Coming right at 2 minutes in the first half of play. North Forest coming back out. They're going from right to left. All black uniforms with the gold helmet. There's going to be another stoppage. Timeout looks like was the call.
Yeah, I believe he did get a timeout call just this time. No, I wasn't paying attention to the play clock there, but I didn't know if it was getting down or just if he saw something that he didn't like, because he called timeout with 1:45 left to play.
Looked like the weather brought a lot of folks in for shelter. Huh?
Yeah, we're getting pretty busy.
I
need to start charging admission, I suppose.
1:45. 1:45 remaining here in this first half of play. Mike Prince and Randy Allen. No, you keep you stand ground.
I am. I'm just coming over here so I can see you.
You miss me?
This fog over here or something else.
Randy Allen is having a great time. Let's talk about this soccer team. The Lady Panthers are in Lubbock, Texas. They actually have changed that game from a 7 p.m. kickoff to a 5 p.m. kickoff, where they'll take on the Big 12 champions, the Texas Tech Lady Raiders. Should be an exciting.
All night.
Yes, sir.
That's the Red Raider Stadium. That's
yes, sir.
Good stuff.
Going to be some great stuff. We get ready to go back to live action right now. They got a big fullback in. There's a give to the back and still trying to scrummage around. Picks up a couple of yards. That was
exactly what that looked like.
Yeah.
If you get that middle, it's a big old scrum right there. I lost it completely in the fog. I was not able to see him very well. That's a big young man right there.
Yes, sir. Is that 99? Or is it
99? Oh, 68. That couldn't have been him running the ball. Did it?
No, sir. We got some challenges on our roster here.
Yeah.
99, we're going to say Devontae Ford is who that was. As there is now the play clock is down to 0. The clock is at 56 seconds.
They're going to get him for a delay of games this time.
Yeah, you only get 3 timeouts, Coach. So the legal procedure.
Back them up at a pretty crucial time. They were facing about 2nd and 7. And now they're going to have 2nd and 12.
2nd down and 12 is the decision. The clock is back running. It's down to 45
All
seconds.
the riffraff is now doing what we were just talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now there's a player. There's a big, whoa, what was that? The ball looked like it was intended for Anthony Mitchell.
Good pressure up the middle there for Zach Day, as he's able to get a lot of pressure on him. Just as he throws the ball, is tattooed by Zach Day to make that ball fly completely out of bounds. So good pressure by the Bulldogs right in the middle of the field as they're able to get up in there and get in his drill.
So now number 32, Jerry Smith from North Forest will check in. As
3rd and 12.
33 seconds remaining. There's a snap and a give to the back, running to the left side, and will be finally stopped as he stumbles across about the 33-yard line.
Good job defensively there as Adam Croy on this defensively right side is able to trip him up well short of the first down, as they're going to finish with about a 4th and 8, 7 or at least 8.
Now, here's something interesting about this. I'm not trying to create anything. I just call it like I see it. The clock ran off an additional 6 seconds or so as the Coach Wright was calling, and they're pointing at the clock right now, saying pushing it up because it's showing 19 seconds on the clock right now. And he clearly asked for timeout as soon as the play was stopped. And they're going to see they're pointing.
I think they are trying to reset it.
Yeah, they are resetting it right now. And I was just being observant.
That's being very observant. And here's something right here is I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're going all out for a block right here, Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They look like they're ready to go. Sims Davenport is back deep, a high snap. Oh, and they got the kickoff. Mitchell did a great job of getting it off. It takes a favorable bounce for North Forest, and the ball will finally be touched at the 27-yard line, and the Bulldogs will take over.
Bradley Zika and Cameron Shannon able to get through there and just missing that block punt there. Actually, it ended up being a very good punt for North Forest. It took a good North Forest bounce to get the ball all the way down to the 26-yard line of the Waller Bulldogs as they prepare offensively to come onto the field. 13 seconds left in this second quarter. Bulldogs come out straight to the line of scrimmage. Tyron Taylor will be in shotgun formation with Cadu to his right. Fake. Tyron takes it right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry as he is swarmed by the defense, and the clock winds down, and that is going to take us to halftime as the Bulldogs will go in at halftime with the lead 10, North Forest Bulldogs 7. As we go to halftime, well, Mike,
we're going to go to halftime. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Lee Van Richardson, a Waller alumni, a local lawyer, supporter of the broadcast, as it is Junction Station right now as we get ready for the halftime report. It is halftime. The Waller Bulldogs in round 1 of the playoffs in the Region 4, 5A, as they as they lead right now by the score of 10-7 over the North Forest Bulldogs. This is Mike Prince and Randy Allen. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll return shortly. Follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, you're a phone call away from listening to Waller County Sports live from anywhere throughout the country on your cell phone or your landline. That number is 724-444-7444. To listen to the Royal Falcons, the code will be 134280. For the Waller Bulldogs and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, that code would be 46493. For the Hempstead Bobcats, that code would be 135036. Remember, that number is 724-444-7444. Or you can always visit our website at ktorradio.com and listen online. One county, one voice, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'd like to thank our sponsors and supporters for tonight's broadcast: the City of Prairie View, 4B Economic Group, the Temple of Refuge Ministries, the Waller Bulldog Club, San Bernard Electric Cooperative, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, Larry's Automotive, Galileo's Mexican Grill. You would like to be a sponsor or supporter, simply call us at 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Another proud supporter for the Waller Bulldogs is Green Lawn Care Service, providing commercial and residential lawn maintenance for quality, service, and value. Contact Green Lawn Care Service at 979-277-2145. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540 FM 1488 in the Fuel Store area. Now 936-931-5566. Showing support for Waller County student athletes and helping educate today's children, the Learning Tree Child Care Center, located at 837 12th Street, Hempstead, Texas. Contact the owner, Carla Perry, at 979-826-4703. Another proud supporter for Waller Bulldog Athletics is Sam Bernard Electric Cooperative. From Hallisville to Magnolia, from Patterson to Ellinger, and all communities in between, Sam Bernard Electric Cooperative has been providing safe and reliable electricity to this area for nearly 75 years. Sam Bernard wishes all the area athletes and their coaches a very successful season. For more information on Sam Bernard Electric Cooperative, please visit their website at www.sbec.org. Another proud supporter for Waller County Athletics is the Varsity Grill, located at 31315 FM 2920 in Waller, Texas. The Varsity Grill has a variety of foods to choose from: Italian cuisine, Texas traditional, poor boys, burgers, seafood, and 5-plate platters. For more information, why don't you give Diana and Teresa a call at 936-372-9115. The Varsity Grill, serving Waller County. Another proud supporter for Waller County Student Athletics is Things That Bling. Contact Michelle Stanton at 713-898-5309. Or you can follow on Facebook at facebook.com/Things That Bling and the number 1. Serving Texas since 1983, Prosperity Bank philosophy is customer relationship and service. The Waller Branch of Prosperity Bank is proud to be a supporter of Waller Athletics. Give them a call at 936-372-9404. Prosperity Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve as the official voice of Waller County Athletics, providing service for the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, the Royal Falcons, and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We're located in Prairie View, Texas, where we have been providing service for our community since 2002. Our motto is serving the community through faith and athletics. You can follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can also keep up with us on Instagram at OBN-Radio. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can keep up with us on Spreaker at Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget, you can visit our website at KTORradio.com. And when all else fails, if you cannot seem to get in contact with us, drop us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the official voice of Waller County Athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Are you looking for an opportunity to expand your business in the community? Or are you seeking an affordable way for you to maximize your advertising dollars? The Open Mic Broadcast Network is that solution. We're providing over 140 live sporting broadcasts for the 2014-15 campaign, featuring coverage for the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, and the Wharton County Pioneers. Call us today at 832-213-8824. You will have an inside track on an opportunity to reach over 150,000 listeners to highlight your product during our live broadcast. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics. Call us today at 832-213-8824. Don't forget, you can listen to the Sports Report Mondays and Fridays right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. All the latest and the greatest going on throughout Waller County, so Sports Report is your place. The Sports Report right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back. We are at halftime right now with the Waller Bulldogs on top of the North Forest Bulldogs by the score of 10-7. We'll give you a recap on how we got to where we are. The Bulldogs got on the board first, that of the North Forest, with a 60-yard interception returned for a touchdown by number 13 for the North Forest Bulldogs, Mr. Rashawn Jones. He returned it with 9:53 of the first quarter, which put North Forest on top. Bulldogs come right back with a 54-yard touchdown run by Tyron Taylor at 9:04. All tied at 7. And then we finally got the tiebreaker with a 35-yard field goal by Bazan with 1:37 of the first quarter. And that's where we stand at halftime. Bulldogs have been very good. We'll try to find out any report on Eric Wright. He did limp off the field a little bit. He just returned from an ankle injury, and we're hoping and praying that all is well with him. Meanwhile, we have been joined with one of the Bulldog supporters. You may have heard us call his name out throughout some of the broadcasts. He claims his fame from the class of 1982. He said he opened up holes as wide as the Mason-Dixie line while playing offensive guard, and we want to welcome attorney Lee Van Richardson, Jr. How you doing, sir?
Thank you so much for inviting me to your show.
All right. Look, man, it's halftime. It's cold, you know, and what are your assessments for what you've seen so far at half?
I thought they've been playing pretty good football so far. It's cold out here. I'm very impressed with them. And, you know, more than anything than even just this game, I'm very proud of them to have made it this far. I got the opportunity to play. Like you said, I graduated in 82. I played for the Waller Bulldogs when we had won regional championship games, went to quarterfinals twice, got the chance to play in Cal Field, got the chance to play at Texas Stadium. And those are some opportunities that these young fellas will have with them for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
The coaches who are coaching them right now, they will mold these young men into some character traits that they'll carry for the rest of their lives. I remember Coach Rogers and Coach Robertson, Coach Mike Miller, Coach Feldman, who's up in Blinn right now, got the chance to coach, what's the quarterback's name?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Yes, sir.
All those guys were coaches, and I think about them all the time because we learned when you get to this level, you learn that who wants it the most, who prepares the most. You learn that you can succeed. You have those coaches that push these young men harder than they would ever push themselves. And they're going to have character traits and learn things about themselves that they will take with them for the rest of their lives. I can promise you there's still days that I think back on the successes we have. And remember that if you push yourself, you can get there.
Yes, sir.
Get there.
Yes, sir. You got to be willing to push yourself.
You got to be willing to push yourself. So when I see them out here, I'm happy for them in the game. I certainly hope they win the game. But more than anything, probably more than they even know right now, they're developing some character traits, some good habits that they'll be able to use for the rest of their lives. And so I just hope the best for them. But I know that just by making it this far, they're already champions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are doing quite well. Coach Brad Wright, who's in his third year, he came in and had to re-identify the persona of these Bulldogs, and he has reached the playoff for the second time out of 3 years. So it's been nothing but up for the Bulldogs. They stripped down a lot of the flair and glare, if you will, and just went back to the plain old basics. And he's got a work-hard ethic and attitude that's going throughout not only the high school circuit, but the junior high, and you can see it developing. It's creating a whole different mindset, and it's an exciting thing to see and be a part of. Now, you were able, man, you're a local success story. Went to Waller ISD. You went to a law school now, and
left Waller, went to University of Texas with several of my other 1982 classmates. I graduated from the University of Texas and went to Thurgood Marshall School of Law and at TSU. And, I always think about how when you play team sports, and all sports are good, I think. It's good for kids to be involved in extracurricular, but team sports creates a character trait or habits in young people that teach them how to work together. Teach them how to be leaders. Teach them that sometimes you have to listen. Teach them how to encourage each other. There's so much that they learn from participating. And when you get to this level, you learn that you have to encourage your teammates, and sometimes your teammates have to encourage you.
Yes, sir.
You learn that you don't win or lose with one play. You learn that sometimes there's going to be difficulties. There's going to be obstacles, hurdles. But what you have to do is put that behind you and be ready for that next play.
Yes, sir.
Because if you start this play worrying about what happened on the last play, then you're already losing on the next play. So you have to learn to put those things behind. And those character traits are things that these people develop that they're going to have for the rest of their lives. And I tell you, if they get a chance, and I'm really hoping they do, to make it to some of those big stadiums and play. I mean, I remember the coaches coming and passing out turf shoes. We never played on artificial turf before. And I remember when they came and they passed out those turf shoes, man, and we thought we were big time. And we got to Kyle Field. I remember going to UT's Memorial Stadium. That's what it was called back then. I think they changed it. But it was Memorial Stadium, and I remember going during the week. And the excitement in the school, I remember the ladies in the cafeteria, man, they fixed us.
Extra scoops.
They fried chicken fried steak for us.
It sounded like he said, bring back the glory days.
I'm telling you. And I remember we got out there in the middle of the week to practice on that artificial turf, man. And even now when I think about it, those memories I carry with me for the rest of my life.
All right. Have you been on the field, the new field at the stadium yet?
You know, I'm ashamed to say I haven't. And so
we're going to have to let you put on some tennis shoes and just run across the new field.
I'll tell you what, I'll walk across it. That running thing's kind of...
Hey, brother, you preaching to the choir right now.
That running thing's kind of...
Just to come up these stairs was enough.
With the wind in my face. I said, boy.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I'm really glad to be here today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much
man,
for inviting me.
We thank you for coming. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, you don't mind me calling you Junior, do you?
No, that's
okay.
Everybody knows. Lee Van Jr.
Lee Van Jr., class of 1982. I'm going to have to do some digging on him, Randy. He said he used to open up some holes,
Big enough for a Mack truck.
He said big enough for a Mack truck and for Pharaoh and the army to get swallowed up in.
That's it. That's it. I used to open them up.
Now, look, I'm going to let you put your coaching hat on real quick for us. Now, what are you telling Waller right now if you're at halftime?
What I'm telling them is that they're playing good football. They got to stay and keep their head in the game. This thing is not over. What are they up right now? It's 7-10, so it's still anybody's football game.
Yes, sir.
I might want to come out and tell them that we're going to try to hit that. I like hitting the sideline a little bit myself.
Okay.
I like hitting that. I like getting somebody on that sideline.
You're a sweet man.
Let them turn it up and go north and south.
That sounds like a lineman. That sounds like a lineman.
Tell you what. With a lineman, I like running those traps. See?
Okay. Oh, now look
then I get to sneak across that middle.
You're talking your game now, Red.
Then I get to sneak across that middle. That old linebacker can't see me coming. And by the time he looks up, I already barbecued his ribs. So that's what a lineman, he likes to sneak around and then get the trenches.
Yes, sir. Well, sound like at least he can sound like he know what he's talking about, huh, Red?
I've done it a little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah, I'd be telling them just to. They playing good ball right now. I mean,
yes, sir.
I think at this point, the preparation is already there. All you really can do, you can fine-tune some things, but you can't make too many changes.
Yes, sir.
At this stage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're prepared. And
yes,
so
sir.
now it's who wants it the most.
Who wants it the most?
Who wants it the most?
There you go.
Who's gonna go that extra step? And
yes.
So I hope it works out for them. I sure do.
Well, we'll find out here momentarily. We're at halftime right now. The North Forest Band is on the field right now displaying their talents and creativity, if you will. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with the second half of our Round 1 playoffs, reminding you that we'll be in Pflugerville on tomorrow night doing the Hempstead Bobcats and the 3-7. I don't know how they got in, but the 3-7 Luling Eagles. So we'll see how that comes out. We know the Bobcats are primed and ready to go. We'll finish this second half. Lee Van, we want to thank you so much for coming in. Anything you want to share before we get out of here real quick?
No, I just want to thank you for inviting me. And I do want to thank you for the great job you do in putting Waller County sports on the front line. You've done a heck of a job, and I'm not sure you appreciate it as much as you should be. So let me say thank you while I'm standing here.
Amen. Look, if y'all want to make a donation, go to the website, KTORradio.com. Go to the sports section, and we'll take whatever you have to give. This is my friends, Randy Allen, and our guest, Lee Van Richardson, Jr., and we will take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the voice of Waller County Athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll return shortly. Follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, you're a phone call away from listening to Waller County. We'd like to thank our sponsors and supporters for tonight's broadcast. The City of Prairie View, 4B Economic Group, the Temple of Refuge Ministries, the Waller Bulldog Club, San Bernardino Electric Cooperative, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, Larry's Automotive, Galileo's Mexican Grill. You would like to be a sponsor or supporter, simply call us at 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Another proud supporter for the Waller Bulldogs is Green Lawn Care Service, providing commercial and residential lawn maintenance for quality, service, and value. Contact Green Lawn Care Service at 979-277-2145. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540 FM 1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. Showing support for Waller County student athletes and helping educate today's children, the Learning Tree Child Care Center, located at 837 12th Street, Hempstead, Texas. Contact the owner, Caller Perry, at 979-826-4703. Another proud supporter for Waller Bulldog Athletics is San Bernardino Electric Cooperative. From Hallettsville to Magnolia, from Patterson to Ellinger, and all communities in between, San Bernardino Electric Cooperative has been providing safe and reliable electricity to this area for nearly 75 years. San Bernardino wishes all the area athletes and their coaches a very successful season. For more information on San Bernardino Electric Cooperative, please visit their website at www.sbec.org. Another proud supporter for Waller County Athletics is the Varsity Grill, located at 31315 FM 2920 in Waller, Texas. The Varsity Grill has a variety of foods to choose from: Italian cuisine, Texas traditional, poor boys, burgers, seafood, and five-plate platters. For more information, why don't you give Diana and Teresa a call at 936-372-9115. The Varsity Grill, serving Waller County. Another proud supporter for Waller County Student Athletics is Things That Bling. Contact Michelle Stanton at 713-898-5309. Or you can follow on Facebook at facebook.com/Things That Bling and the number 1. Serving Texas since 1983, Prosperity Bank allows fierce customer relationship and service. The Waller Branch of Prosperity Bank is proud to be a supporter of Waller Athletics. Give them a call at 936-372-9404. Prosperity Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve as the official voice of Waller County Athletics, providing service for the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, the Royal Falcons, and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We're located in Prairie View, Texas, where we have been providing service for our community since 2002. Our motto is serving the community through faith and athletics. You can follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can also keep up with us on Instagram at OBN-Radio. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can keep up with us on Spreaker at Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget you can visit our website at KTORradio.com. And when all else fails and you cannot seem to get in contact with us, drop us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the official voice of Waller County Athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Are you looking for an opportunity to expand your business in the community? Or are you seeking an affordable way for you to maximize your advertising dollars? The Open Mic Broadcast Network is that solution. We're providing over 140 live sporting broadcasts for the 2014-15 campaign, featuring coverage for the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, and the Wharton County Pioneers. Call us today at You have an inside track on an opportunity to reach over 150,000 listeners to highlight your product during our live broadcast. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics. Call us today at 832-213-8824. Don't forget, you can listen to the Sports Report Mondays and Fridays right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. All the latest and the greatest going on throughout Waller County, the Sports Report is your place. The Sports Report right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back. Halftime is just about done. Mike Prince and Randy Allen as we get ready for the second half of play between the Waller Bulldogs and the North Forest Bulldogs. Randy, what's your assessment so far, man?
A Bulldog is going to win.
A Bulldog is going to win, no doubt about it. A Bulldog will advance to next week, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Well, we're giving you some quick scores that we got coming up here we got 3 games going on in our area of concern tonight. Of course, this one, Waller is leading 10-7.5. The Wharton group is losing to Giddings right now at halftime. That game has been played at Waller ISD Stadium by the score of 10-0. LaGrange is all over Columbus. That is 2 minutes before halftime. That game has LaGrange on top by the score of 35-0. So we got other games that will be going on tomorrow. Stafford will be at Sealy, Meadville at Navasota, Waltrip at Stratford, Magnolia West at Madison. Yates will be at Brenham, and we have Centennial will be at Arlington Heights, and we will be in Pflugerville as the Hempstead Bobcats will take on the Luling Eagles. As we get ready for this second half of play, the Bazan ready to kick off. The Bulldogs in their white tops, burgundy bottoms, going from our left to right. The Bulldogs of North Forest are in their black, all black, with the gold helmets. The kick is on the way, a low line drive. That ball is bobbled at the 15-yard line, finally picked up, going to the left side, getting the lane, and gets across to about the 37, 38-yard line for a good return to start this second half off for North Forest. That looked like that was number 24, Prince Robinson, on the return.
He got that ball and came back across the middle of that field with some speed right there. DeAndre Blackshear ended up being behind him, and he wasn't able to make up any ground on him. So that definitely showing some wheels there.
So the ball will be at the 38-yard line, or we'll say 39. As Anderson now is in this double pistol look. Takes it, gives it to the back, swinging to the right side, looking for blocking, and he's going to be wrapped up by a host of Bulldogs. Looks like John Phillips led the charge for the Bulldogs as Michael Harmon was not able to get to that corner.
Yeah, great job by John Phillips as he's able to get the outside edge there and fight off that running back blocker, the fullback there. Just doing a good job of taking him on one-on-one, standing him up and stopping the running back from getting to the outside edge. And then there was a host of other Bulldogs as they're able to get in there and allow no gain.
Looks like we got an injured ball player for North Forest on the field as they are tended to him. Man, what a pretty good interview with old Lee Van Richardson at halftime, huh? He went back to his glory days. And I know you kind of sticking your chest out because of that class of 1982 stuff.
Absolutely, man.
Well, you know, you got me by a couple of years. I can start calling you the old man around here now, huh? I'm class of 85. So
I don't know.
Have you warmed up a little bit?
I don't feel old, but
no. Well, hey, you don't even look old either, man. But you are old.
I look good on radio, though.
Hey, got the face for radio. Definitely got the body for radio. As walking off gingerly was the big guy we were talking about earlier. That looks like number 58. Is that 58?
56.
56. Okay, Terrence Adams coming off. He looked like he's favoring his shoulder now. If they continue play, it'll be 2nd down and 11. Anderson wants to throw. He hits a receiver in the flat, and that ball is caught as he wrestles close across midfield. That pass was completed to Anthony Mitchell for a 1st down for North Forest.
Yeah, one of the better throws we've seen for the North Forest quarterback. Right on the money right there as he hits his receiver, and he's able to get past the 1st down marker for a 1st down for North Forest if they get to the Waller Bulldog 48-yard line.
All right, coming up now, the ball is at the 48. Coming out now with this almost like a wishbone, but still in the pistol formation is Anderson. Takes it, gives to the back, shredding off defenders, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. That looked like Deontay Atkinson.
Great job by Zach Day there, breaking through the line there and being able to kind of get on his heels there and keep the pressure on him. And good hustle play by Zach. He's able to get in there and kind of make a tackle. They lose a yard, actually, so they'll have a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. We can always take those any way we get them. So now Anderson checking out his 4-3 opposition from the Waller Bulldogs. Takes it, looks, want to throw to the left. Throw the lead pass, and it was just a good jam on the line of scrimmage by the Bulldogs defense. Number 25, DeAndre Blackshear, has been having one heck of a night.
Good job by him, but I'm afraid they're going to call him for a pass interference.
Oh, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. Let the coach say, let the kids play.
Let them play. DeAndre, I kind of agree with you, doing a good job of just getting up in his face and doing a good job playing defense, but I must have gotten a little bit too much jersey.
A little too much jersey, a little too physical, or is what you're saying?
That's what I believe I'm saying. The line judge wasn't quite going to let that go.
Oh, now. Have a little mercy.
Bulldogs are carrying a pretty good crowd this evening.
Yes, sir, and they all packed together. So now back to action. Anderson takes the stretch and gives it to the back. Out of lane going through. There's another flag thrown, and that's going to negate Atkinson's run. Looked like a pretty good game.
Yeah, we're going to have a holding on that outside edge. As though Dylan Schroeder was trying to get to the outside edge there, but offensive player just too much jersey in his hands to let Dylan go to get outside there.
Too much jersey in the eyes of the Hawks, as we like to call them, the official crew, to push them back 10 yards. While they're pushing them back, we'll give a shout-out again to Mr. Charles and Ann Kohanic. Says, Go Bulldogs, class of 2005. Miss Jackie Kohanic. 2015. Miss Janice Kohanic says, Waller Band rocks, especially the tubas. Daniel Jenkins. All right. We get ready to go back to action. I said 2000. I set somebody back 10 years, didn't I? Going back to action now. Pistol formation for the ball. That ball's deflected and almost intercepted. Coming in off the end was John Phillips. Looked like we saw. Did I see another flag fly?
There was a illegal procedure call against him. I believe that's going to be declined.
Yeah, you want to decline that.
Incomplete pass. Already had a 1st and 20 there. This is going to take them to 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20. Are you having fun tonight, man?
Absolutely.
All right. That's good. As long as you're having fun, we're all right. 9:35 here in the 3rd quarter play. The Bulldogs of Waller on top of the Bulldogs of North Forest by the score of 10-7. One thing Ramsey has established, that a Bulldog will win tonight. So we're all for it. Maybe hopefully it's the right Bulldogs.
That's right.
Rooting for Waller. Anderson now is under center. He has 2 receivers to his left. He goes to stretch to the left, and Atkinson hits the corner. And what a big play coming up off the corner by Blackshear.
DeAndre Blackshear just doing a great job of getting off the block of the receiver right there and coming up and really only allowing that run for a 3-yard gain there. But if DeAndre hadn't made that play, he may have been able to go the distance. So great job by DeAndre as he comes up and makes play. One of their outside ends there came in and made a great block on a Bulldog defender, knocking two defenders down. Did a really good job blocking for the North
3rd down now and 15 for North Forest. Anderson takes the snap. He's got time. Throws that ball over the head of the intended receiver. Looked like he was trying to connect again with Anthony Mitchell, and it's going to bring out the kicking unit now for North Forest.
Good job there by Dylan Schroeder, getting good pressure up the field and not allowing that quarterback to get outside. And then up the middle, Christian Jeffrey was making a little noise there as he was able to get off of his block and put a little pressure on the quarterback as he throws the ball incomplete.
So Sims Davenport now awaits at his 10-yard line for the punt coming from Mr. Anthony Mitchell, who's done everything, and that ball was almost blocked again by Zeka. As a great job of deking out. This one will go deep into the end zone as the Bulldogs will open up with a fresh set of downs.
I'm not real sure how Bradley's missing that blocked punt. He has been in the backfield within inches.
You hear the fluctuation. You hear the fluctuation in my voice. I'm like, wait a minute, guys.
How did he miss that?
So we got it coming on here, man. Mike Prince and Randy Allen. Man, I know that I've told you, but I want to tell you again, thank you so much for being a part of this team this year. It has really been refreshing to have you as we get this second half series off the ground. It was a run to the left side for the Bulldogs.
It's really been fun working with you, Mike, getting to know you.
Getting to know me, getting to know you.
Getting some of our traveling conversations has absolutely been
sometimes that's better than the broadcast.
Enlightening and entertaining all at the same time. So I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity just to come and help you with this. And I know you've been doing this a long time, and I've learned so much by working with you. It's just been great.
Oh, man, you're too kind, sir, too kind. We got ready to go now. Keeper glide Taylor. Taylor's smothered at the 20-yard line. He gets nothing out of that deal.
The North Forest Bulldogs are playing a pretty stout defense right now as the Waller Bulldogs just continue to try to run that zone read and quarterback lead. It's really not getting anything out of it.
But it's just like a hunter's mentality, though, when you run this zone read. You got to be patient. You got to take – but what a time to set up that play action to get it going. And you saw that start in the play calling earlier. We'll see if they get back to it. Back to live action. Taylor takes the snap. He's running all the way to the right side. Got a lane, gets through. Oh, big hit at the 25-yard line. Coming through, making the hit.
Nice job.
North Forest.
Devin Miller for the North Forest Bulldogs. He came up from the safety position, and he lowered the boom on Tyron as he came up there and made a very nice, solid tackle for North Forest there, preventing him from getting anything. It looked as if the hole was just about to open up when he closed it real quickly and took Tyron down quickly.
Yes, sir. So back deep now is Prince Robinson. I told you I wouldn't forget that name. He awaits at the 32-yard line for the punt. The snap is in time. The kick is a low-line driver into the wind, and it rolls across midfield, and it will finally stop in between the 47 and the 48-yard line where they'll spot it has yet to be determined.
Yeah, not a great punt there by the Bulldogs, but kept it low and kept it away from the return man.
And that's all you really want, and with the wind blowing in your face like that.
And I was just checking the flag there in the end zone. It looks as if it may not be as blowing as hard as it was earlier in the game, but there's still a little gust that's making it pretty chilly outside.
Chilly is an understatement, man. It's real, baby. It's real. Underneath center now is Anderson. Man goes in motion, comes back, and there's going to be a handoff to the left side, wrapping up great. Zika at the front end of the initial contact, stopping Deontay Atkinson for looked like might be a loss of a yard.
I believe he may have gotten back just to the line of scrimmage.
I wanted to say a loss.
I know you are really bad.
Well, if you look at what it spotted, it might be a half a loss. Half a loss.
Football.
The wind picking back up now as we speak. One thing about it, the wind will be in favor of the Bulldogs come the fourth quarter.
That's right.
Coming back now. It's going to be second down, and we'll call it 10 officially. Single set backfield now as Anderson takes it. Here's to Atkinson going to the right side. He slices through, gets a great gain, good cutback on the run as he gets up to the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Good pickup there by the North Forest Bulldogs. They're just going over the right side. I was kind of trying to watch the defensive line there and watching Zach Day get in there and hustle and making that play from behind, looking real good, although he did pick up about 7 yards or so on the carry. So they're going to have about 3rd and 4, as I think they picked up about 6. So they're going to have a long 4 here, North Forest will, at the Bulldogs' 47-yard line.
5:10 remaining in the third quarter. They got the power T-bone now in the backfield. There's a give to the back, Atkinson, and Atkinson banging close to the yard marker. Depending on the spot, it might be a North Forest first down.
I believe they're going to mark it a little bit short, so they're going to have 4th and 1.
4th down and 1. We'll give another quick shout out to Teresa and Diana from Varsity Grill. Said our bite is harder. Go Waller, win big, play hard. Also, Coach Wascala Cullivan. Shout out to the North Forest Bulldogs. He's a former product. He say no harm Bulldogs, but he got a root for home. Quarterback keeper, and there is another first down.
Ball is still moving.
Yes, sir. Oh, the whistle is going to blow, and dodge the bullet.
Really tell you what, that little
looked like a rugby play then, didn't it?
I would really like to see that center up close just to see how big he is. I tell you what, that little quarterback, Anderson, gets in behind him. That center really makes some waves up front for him.
That's Mr. Russell Anderson, number 54. And when I tell you he's a young man, What they had his weight listed at, Coach? Whatever it is not right. I can tell you that. They got him at 6'1", 220, no way. Going back to action, going across the middle, tried to get the receiver. They calling for pass interference, or the Coach Farrell for.
Not real sure. Hey, I am a Waller Bulldogs fan, but I'm not real sure how we got away with that particular.
Somebody called the police. That was an assault and battery.
Mugging going on.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, I don't know how you missed that one, or they just letting the kids play like we requested earlier. Anyway, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for North Forest. Single back in the backfield is Atkinson. There's going to be a stretch to Atkinson to the left side, slicing across the lane, and he gets down inside the 35-yard line, close to another Bulldog first down.
Another good pickup there by Atkinson. He's not a bad-looking.
He's not a. You know what? One thing I can say, the competition as far as the offensive backs that the Bulldogs have faced this year, I haven't seen a slacker yet.
Yeah.
And it's not going to do anything but get better as you get deeper into the playoffs.
That's right. That's right. And you're right. There are really some good running backs in 19-5A. They are fun to watch.
Yes, sir. It's 3rd down, and we'll call it, 5 yards for Bulldogs of North Forest. A pitch to Atkinson trying to get to the corner. Seeker wraps up and is cleaned up, followed up with some help.
Zach Day slicing in there again and just running that down from behind. Doing a great job. He's getting off his block and just running straight down the line of the scrimmage in a very hustling effort. Loving watching that
yes,
type
sir.
of effort.
Lost 3 yards on the play, and now it's going to bring out the punting unit. We have, 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining.
Their punter is not
there. Anthony Mitchell.
There is Anthony Mitchell. He's not on the surface.
Hopefully he's not hurt. We're checking the sideline. Make sure everything is okay.
I don't see him on the bench anywhere, so I don't really know.
You wonder if he did he?
Oh, here he is, right here. He's with one of the trainers.
Okay.
Cramping up a little bit.
Might be cramping. I know as cold as it is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't believe that a person can cramp up, and that's exactly what it appears. They're stretching them, and I know they want to try to get him ready because he's been everything for him, playing punter and receiver.
Yeah, he really has.
Just his pure athleticism alone has helped him keep some things from being catastrophic, for North Forest. So they're stretching him out, trying to take advantage of this full 60 seconds, but they might have to go without him.
And I'm not so sure they didn't call a timeout there. I think they just took a delay of game call, and they were going to punt anyway. And I'm not sure. Well, I guess 82 their extra point man is going to do the honors.
Okay, so Jose Barajas.
Now they're going to have to take a timeout.
Yeah. We failed to mention, I don't know if we did, but we'll repeat it again. North Forest came in with an overall record of 7-3. They were 5-2 in district. They're in Region 20, as the Bulldogs are in Region 19. Of course, Waller went 7-3, 4-3 in district, had that fantastic 7-0 run, lost their last 3 games. Bulldog Nation was a bit concerned, but they've been playing pretty stable on tonight. No turnovers and not beating yourself. Didn't get a chance to get an update on Eric Wright, but we'll try to find out exactly what we can momentarily. Meanwhile, Coach Farrell is having
I'm not sure what's going on, but he is giving the head referee, Mike Atkinson, an earful right now.
My. He, I mean, he's
shaking his hand now.
He is scolding him like your kid you poured bleach on mom's carpet.
Oh, man.
And your mothers that are listening, you can understand how irate you would become behind that.
He was all the way out to the hash mark.
Wow. Meanwhile, we're back to action. Coach Farrell is still going at it. We're not laughing at him, ladies, that we're laughing with him. That's how much passion he's got. That ball is bobbled. It's blocked. It's blocked. Picked up by the Bulldogs and recovered at the 30-yard line.
Bradley Zinka finally, after 3 attempts, finally gets in there and gets the block on. Good job by the Bulldogs finally getting in there. Bradley finally getting his hands on the ball as he's missed at least 3 times prior.
Man, if it was a hand grenade, he'd have been a winner all day long, right?
Man.
So the ball will be retrieved at the 30-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will take over with 2:09 in the third quarter play. Need a touchdown here, Coach.
Yeah, we need one real bad.
Yes, sir. Kind of get some degrees of separation. Tyron Taylor in the pistol. Gets the low snap. Wants to throw. Got a receiver open. Big hit. Will Wagner took a hard hit on the hip area. As
number 13 there,
yes, sir. Rashawn Jones. You notice a pattern here, Coach. Some of their offensive guys are playing defense, too.
Absolutely. Will took a pretty good hit there.
Yes, sir. Right on that hip, and it's cold. That's all.
It is cold.
Look, they used to say, how cold is it? We'll tell you in just a second, because the temperature is plummeting as we speak. And we're not complaining. We happen to have the elements off of us right about now. And they say it's 39 degrees, but it says feel like 33.
Yeah, I believe every bit of that.
If it feels like 33, if it feel like 33, why is it not 33?
Well, because the wind's blowing.
But no, if it feel like 33, it's 33.
33.
So why we got 39 feeling like 33?
I don't know. Temperature in Waller is 35 degrees. Feels like 34.
But it's always colder in the country.
Yes, it is.
Because there's no big city buildings. And all that.
Nothing but some black dirt out there.
Yes, sir.
With some crops growing.
Yes, sir.
A lot of concrete for that wind to be bouncing off in the big city.
Well, I tell you what, growing up in St. Louis, that wind coming off that river, boy, was no joke. Back to action right now, 148. Tyron Taylor takes it, keeps it himself, running up the middle, make a defender Smith down to the 20, broke the tackle, sprinting towards the end zone, touchdown Bulldogs. The option read, and Taylor did the rest.
Taylor, with 1:37 left in the third quarter, Tyron breaks the zone read, breaks the tackle right up the middle, and scoots out to the right side, being the near sideline as they go left to right on your screen. And Tyron able to take it to the distance as he scores. Bazan on for the extra point. Snap is back. Hold is down, and Bazan drills it through the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
The extra point is good. Bulldogs go up 17-7 with 1:37 left in the third.
Well, I tell you what, I like the way Bazan kicks, man. Even with the wind in his face, this kid, no doubt, he can kick from 40, 45 even with accuracy. Wow.
He can do it.
Yeah, you said that with all the confidence in the world. He can do it. You can do it, Brazan. Speaking of doing it, I want to give a shout-out to Mr. Ryan McGinty. He says, don't let HISD pull it out. Bulldogs, go hard. Mr. Deputy Fossick says, stay motivated and play hard. Deputy Evans says, go Dogs. Roof. I had to do the roof.
Great job, today.
Sound like a big dog. Just don't put nothing in front of it. Just
big
don't
dog
put
in a small pond.
And last but not least, we have Assistant Principals Robert Kinney says, go hard. Kevin Tompkins says, go, fight, win. I guess
that's old school.
Yeah, that's old school. Yeah, I was going to say, do we need to have the cheerleaders to say that was go, fight, win? Thank you all so much as the Bulldogs get ready for this kick. It's a high, short kick. It's retrieved at the 23-yard line. Ball set up to the left side and get in the lane. That might be trouble. Straight on, he lost the ball. Lost the ball is recovered. A great return by Prince Robinson.
Great job there by Jacob Cadu. He's able to hit him and get a strip in there and almost get that ball. As the young man returning the ball was able to pounce on it. North Forest will come out at the 42-yard line and start this drive for the Bulldogs.
So they are coming out, ready to go. They're led. Well, actually, 54, Mr. Russell Adams, he's playing right guard right now. He's been opening some holes. There's a quick pass, and that ball is complete. And sprinting toward the 50-yard line was guess who? Prince Robinson.
Number 24, Prince Robinson. Just a drop back, quick hitch pass by Jamarcus Anderson. He hits him on the left side of the near sideline in front of the North Forest bench. And very well thrown, caught, executed play there by Bulldogs of North Forest.
Coming up on exactly 1 minute here in the third quarter play. Waller Bulldogs up 17-7 as the North Forest Bulldogs try to counter. There's a gear to the back. Atkinson just banging hard. It looks like he had the first down with no problem.
I believe he is going to get it. A good job there by John Phillips, number 1 for the Bulldogs, and number 44, Bradley Zika for the defense. They able to limit that run there. Man, he is able just to get enough.
I hate to change the subject as we have 40 seconds remaining. I'll tell you right after this play, you're probably going to laugh at me.
Oh, I'll laugh.
As the receiver now goes in motion, 2 receivers to the right side for Anderson in the pistol. He takes it. And, oh, what a great read by Blacksher as that ball was thrown out in the flat area to the receiver, Mr. Prince Robinson.
Yeah, they're setting that play up right there. They're going to hit that pump and go here in a minute.
Yes, sir.
DeAndre, though, doing a good job reading that play and really coming in on that.
Now, as a coach, you want to counter it. You see the aggressiveness on that. You want to do that pump and go as you spoke of. But, man, I saw a place that has been calling my name out at a Waffle House. Timeout. Well, we got timeout because we're at the end of the third quarter play, and their flip side, the Waller Bulldogs on top by the score of 17-7. Mike Prince and Randy Allen as we are live here at Jones Court Stadium in Houston, Texas. Getting things set up. We'll try to give you some scoring update as Randy let us know real quickly who we got helping us out with tonight's coverage.
Well, here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, we have Galileo's Mexican Grill in Patterson at 979-865-1906. We also have San Bernard Electric Co-operative in the Field Store area office. And we also have attorney Lee Van Richardson, Jr., who came up and gave a great halftime interview for us.
He acted like he knew what he was talking about, too.
Man, he sounded good. So class of 82.
Oh, there you go. You just wanted to say that because he was class 82. Man, put that down. We're ready to start this fourth quarter. I should have known. That was a setup. We're ready to go to teams on the flip side. Anderson hands it off to Atkinson. Atkinson hits the lane and gets the first down. That was a great run that time.
It was a good run as the offensive line opened up a little hole there on the right side for the North Forest Bulldogs, and Atkinson hits that hole hard, able to pick up about 9 yards on the carry. It's going to leave North Forest Bulldogs with a third and a long 1.5, probably not quite 2, but a little bit more than 1.
Now, they just put in 68. We don't have him on either one of our rosters for North Forest, so we do apologize for that as timeout is taken. This fella here talking about class of 82. We'll give you some score. But if you can't have fun, ladies and gentlemen,
the door. I had to walk through.
You're absolutely right. I didn't know. Not only did I open, I left it open. Didn't even slam it. We get on back at Waller ISD Stadium. Warden is trying to make a comeback. They are now trailing Giddings by the score of 17-7 with 2:42 remaining in the third quarter of play. LaGrange is still having their way on top of Columbus by the score of 35-0. They say that game is at halftime. I want to remind you that the Open Mic Broadcast Network will be in Pflugerville, spelled with a P.
That's right.
Pflugerville, Texas, tomorrow night as the Lumen Eagles will play. They're actually the home team. They will host the Hempstead Bobcats. You can listen to that game by simply dialing 724-444-7444. That code would be 135036. As they get ready to come out of the timeout, 11:24 remaining in the contest. It's going to be third down and short. There's a give to Atkinson going to the right side. Got a big lane. Splits through, hurdles over the defender. Gets down inside the 20 for a fantastic run and a first down.
Good job as the North Forest Bulldogs there, getting the outside edge there and opened up a nice hole for him to run through. He's a good looking back when he gets Deontay Atkinson. He gets a little room to run and stretch his legs. He's kind of fun to watch there. He left the tackler there, and they would pick up about 10 more yards after making that hurdle.
Yeah, if I hurdle like that, somebody called the ambulance, the chiropractor. So now 3 receivers are to the left side now for Anderson as Atkinson is in the backfield. Looks, wants to throw the slant pass, complete, and that ball's down inside the 5. That was a quick hitter off the slant. And trying to make the number out.
Looks like number 88 there on the reception for North Forest.
It might be 86, Chris Moore.
Could be. It's hard to find.
Anyway, it looks,
it was a cat right there, maybe 28. Daniel Brayshire.
Okay, Brayshire. It was a big game, first down and goal from the 2-yard line. There's a deal to Atkinson, and he will walk in from 2 yards out.
Surprisingly, in the fourth quarter right here, I think it was, to be honest with you, Mike, North Forest made that look pretty easy.
Very easy.
Not real sure what happened here, but they closed the gap there. This extra point to come, it could close to another 3-point ball game.
Well, that's where we were talking earlier. Well, we want touchdowns, but I'm confident, especially with the win at our back, at Preside. What we want to do now is keep the ball moving, which keeps the clock moving, as the PAT now is up, or attempted, I should say. There's almost another block, and that is up and good. And with 10:24 remaining in this contest, the Waller Bulldogs now are on top by the score of 17-14. Now, what did you see different on that series prior for the rest of the night?
Yeah, I really can't put a finger on it other than North Forest executing better than what they have previously. I can't say that it was anything different than we've seen, other than possibly, just sheer out execution and more desire by the North Forest Bulldogs than the Waller Bulldogs desire to stop them.
So now, if you're Coach Bill Farrell, how do you kick this one off? You got momentum on your side. Your defense has been doing pretty decent in their mind.
Pretty decent, you're right.
Do you keep your hot guys on the field, or do you just go ahead and trust your defense?
I think you try to, you're going to squib it. I don't think you try anything and try to give the Waller Bulldogs a short field.
Well, Mag West got me gunshot.
Yeah. Just that, they make you more courageous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So warning to do more of that.
So now kicking will be Jose Barajas. He's ready to make the attempt, and the kick is a low line drive kick, retrieved at the 20-yard line, and running. Oh, got a lane, and gets down. That was Eric Wright. Derek Wright, I'm sorry.
Good hard run up the middle, but I'm telling you, he did get that dude.
He got hit.
He got hit hard. He got up from it, but that take away the good hit.
Well, the momentum, you can hear the enthusiasm of the North Forest faithful. The Bulldogs will have the ball at their 36-yard line. And now, not to try and be over-dramatic or anything, this is a critical drive for Waller right now.
Yeah, this is a good drive. That's for sure.
Tyron Taylor comes back. He goes to his right, throws. That got a receiver open, and a good open field tackle. Picks up about 6 yards, though, onto the 7.
Good job. Evan Herzog just running a little 8-yard comeback route. Comes back to the ball. Tyron spot on with the pass this time. Like you said, a good open field tackle by the left cornerback for North Forest.
No huddle offense now for the Bulldogs. Tyron takes it, keeps it himself, and he's going to be banged up, and he's going to lose a couple of yards.
Good job by North Forest defense coming in there and just closing the lanes there. Like you say, and Tyron loses a yard on the play as the ball is on the 46-yard line of the Waller Bulldogs. They'll have third and about 5 left.
So the Bulldogs now the pistol look. Tyron rolling to his left. He looks, throws, and Herzog was not able to hold on to that ball as he was met with a ferocious hit by Rashawn Jones.
And that's immediately, too, Mike.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know, but Tyron put a little extra heat on that ball because that ball hit him pretty much in the hands just above the numbers over the left shoulder. And almost cut him in half.
Now you can see the momentum cranking up on North Forest sideline right now as they will await the punt. Back deep will be Prince Robinson. He awaits at the home 20-yard line. The snap is a high, lofty snap, a low line drive kick. It bounces at the 30-yard line. And it runs away.
Good job.
Yes, sir. Robinson, and that ball will go down to the 9-yard line. Off a heck of a punt.
Good coverage by Josh Van Zandt there after he deep snaps the ball to get down the field and put a little pressure on the return man. If he's able to see him coming right down the middle of the field, just to kind of get him away from seeing and thinking about returning that ball, you get a good Waller roll off of that as it goes all the way inside the 10-yard line to, I believe, 9.
Yes, sir. So it is going to be first down and 10. They have 98 yards, 99 yards. No, 91 yards. I'm sorry. 91 yards to hit Pater would be North Forest Bulldogs. Now, something that is concerning for me as a Waller Bulldog fan is we have not seen the return of number 22.
Yeah, you're right. You haven't.
And we're hoping that it's nothing real made, but this cold weather could aggravate some things. We hope that all is well. Back to action here. Anderson has a man come in motion from the pistol and gives the ball. It looked like the ball was on the ground.
Quarterback kept it.
Okay.
Able to get down and get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe pick up one, as I believe we're going to spot the ball at the 10-yard line. Had a man coming in motion from the far side of the field coming across the formation, and looked like it's just a quarterback sweep there. He brought it over the right side. Good job by the Waller defense closing up that hole.
So it will be, they will say a gain of a yard. So double pistol look now for North Forest. High snap. The keeper by Anderson. He's shredding off the finish. He gets close to the 20-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Yes, he is going to have enough for a first down. Same type of play there. They did not have the man come in motion. But that running back was able to get on the edge there and make a good block for Anderson there, or Atkinson. No, it is Anderson. For Anderson, the quarterback there, as he just keeps the ball and gets the edge and gets right up in the seam there and gets enough yardage for a first down.
So we'll be first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the contest. Waller on top, 17-14. The power look now for North Forest. There's a give to Atkinson going to the left side. He's got a lane. He's got in the secondary. Touch, make a defender miss, cut back across field, and he's across the 35-yard line for another first down as the momentum is starting to pick up for the...
It really is.
Yes, sir.
Being a lot of excitement here for the North Forest Bulldogs. They're picking up some momentum. They're really getting into this. That was a really good run there. 17 yards for the North Forest Bulldogs. They took it up all the way to the 37.
So now 7:38 remains. Balls on the 37-yard line. Anderson takes it. Gives it to Atkinson. Atkinson across the 40. Boy, there's got some tying up going on right now. They're getting some little tense moments now between these Bulldogs.
Little tension to build up here around the stadium. And that's a good 6-yard pickup there by North Forest. They're putting a little pressure on the defense here.
So North Forest comes out. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 7:05 remains. North Forest trailing 17-14. Anderson underneath center. Good stop. Going to the right side. He's going to be met for a loss. Brad Zika and company making the tackle for a good defensive penetration tackle for loss.
Yeah, good job there. I believe one of the adjustments that North Forest is making, they're running number 68. Just like you said earlier, I don't think we have a number.
We don't have a name nor number.
That is the team is. You know what? I'm almost willing to say that would be the addition on the bottom.
Mr. Devontae Ford?
Devontae Ford. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that might be him. I don't know if he's that tall. He's that big. They're lining him up in the backfield.
Yes, sir. So now the spread look for North Forest, a high snap, and it's going to be a stop. The illegal procedure will at least slow down North Forest temporarily to help Waller gain the breath.
Yeah, fortunately for Waller Bulldogs, the legal procedures, they have a 3rd and 8. They mark that ball back, so they'll have a 3rd and 13 coming up here for North Forest. The Waller Bulldogs defense is getting a little help from the opposing Bulldogs. Hopefully that'll help Bulldogs get a little stop here. And comes back. Brings the North Forest shotgun formation. Says the running back Gregory behind him. Drops back, looks to throw. Got a man open. He hits him. He's going to have enough for a first down.
Just ran underneath the zone coverage.
Anderson doing a great job of waiting. Still number 28. There's Daniel Richard. They were to get to a clearance. They were to get a first down. That was big later for North Forest. They have a 3rd and 13. And comes back. Now, number 68 comes back in. So they're going to
with a timeout now on the field. If North Forest puts the timeout, going to make sure they got all their ducks lined up in a row. All right, Coach, you're at timeout. You're Coach Wright. What are you telling you guys? You're Coach Crawford. What are you telling you guys right now?
And you got to get in there and you got to claw and fight for everything there is. You know, like I say, I don't know if North Forest is executing that much better. But, you know, previously we were seeing some Bulldogs get in the backfield and make some plays back there. We haven't seen that. At least in the 4th quarter here, as they've had this being their 2nd drive of the 4th quarter, and you know they did not have an answer on their previous drive as North Forest went down the score. And so far, North Forest has moved the ball about 39 yards. So far, so it's going to be interesting to see. We've got 5:32 left in the fourth.
This is going to be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of North Forest. Taking running back there, the run and good penetration of time by the Bulldogs. Tried to get something started.
Remember, Gray, looks like they had some kind of stunt called out there, and they were trying to bring a little pressure. So the Bulldogs get a little pressure as they have the full game in the play. Dante Adkins is a real good running back, but maybe having a little ankle problem or something there. It's kind of bent to the side and falls down at the top of the number.
So he's limping off. He's walking a little gently like he's favoring that left ankle. So this replacement now comes in as that is Daniel Brasher.
They're going to have second and about 9 probably.
North Forest. Rock is running back. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Waller on top, 17-14. Underneath center now is Anderson. Anderson pop, goes back, throws. That ball almost intercepted by Zika. Played in the lane perfectly. And that ball was intended for the receiver again, Brasher. And what almost a great play by Brad Zika.
Almost. He was dropping back in the coverage, got in the throwing lane. This is the last second. It just goes off of his fingertips as he drops it. North Forest facing a 3rd and 9 here. As they come back to the line.
4:51 remaining in the contest. Spread formation now. Anderson looks, goes. That ball, what a grab.
Great job.
What a grab. What a grab.
John Kelly Levinson. What a catch. Throw by Anderson. Right on the mark. Good yard pickup there.
Ball is at the 37-yard line of Waller. That ball was thrown high, and that was pure athleticism. You noticed that as these guys are walking in, very athletic looking group. So now it is first down and 2. Power eye, offset back look. There's a clear good. Is that Atkins? Yes, it is. If he comes back, he's folded back at the 35-yard line. And he's doing the Jim Brown impression right now, slowly getting up.
Good job by that day there, getting the administration, stopping that run as he comes off the field. Looks like Cole Jackson got to push it down to the middle of that line.
Yes, sir. Like to see our friend, we hadn't called him out tonight, Mr. Kristen Jeffries make a penetration stop right now. Back to the action, pistol formation. Receiver now looks, does a jet sweep to the left side, penetrating into the corner. Got the first down, as you can hear North Forest faithful getting animated right now.
They leave a 3rd and 4 here. They ran out of bounds. Just inside the 30-yard line. And they are going to have about 2 yards to go before the first down. That stretch play is really dangerous.
Yes, sir. He has some wheels. He's very diligent. One of the premier players for North Forest. He's back to action as a toss out to the right side. Oh, what a big hit. Oh, Mitchell made some wood that time. I'm sorry, not Mitchell. That was Mr. Adam Crow.
They're going to be probably about a yard short. This could be the play of the game right here with 3:22 left in the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs lead 17-14. One thing they have not stopped all night has been the quarterback sneak. And it's going to be interesting to see what North Forest plays as they wind the play clock.
All right, Bulldog Nation, we need you to grab your hand on your radio, on your phone, whatever good luck piece you have right now, rub it real hard. 4th down and down underneath center. The keeper has good penetration by the Bulldogs. I don't think he's got it, Randy. Oh, they still stopping it. They might have given him the second effort. Waller is saying no. They're running the defense is running off. And what a time for the Bulldogs. They turn it over.
They blew the wrist.
Oh, what a big play.
Big play from Bulldogs. And a little bit premature, but fortunately for the Bulldogs, they blew the wrist with the kid.
Bulldogs have a stop. They have the stop. The ball is at the 30-yard line. And Waller will take over with 3:02 remaining in this contest. Wow. What they're actually going to say is at the 29-yard line. So Waller will now come out. They can't be too conservative right now. They still need to move the ball. It's Tyron Taylor and Purdue in the backfield. Here's Taylor with the keeper. Got a block. And spins up to the 35-yard line. Picks up 6 yards.
Good job by Tyron there. Don't read there as he takes the ball little. Gets behind Travis Hyatt on the lineman there. Travis making a little wave there. So I'll tell you what, that look at that play. A good job by number 28 there. North Florida. He saw it off Hyatt. Still able to get
Daniel Brees. Second down and 4, 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the contest. Red look. Just a couple more first downs, Gus Waller. There's the Cougars for Tyron. He makes it play with his miss. Gets across the 40, almost a face man there. Didn't get called. It gets up to the 42-yard line, and another Bulldog first down. Good job by Tyron.
Dodge a couple of tackles. Yard. Set clock on it.
With the big man in again, we want to stay up with this with Boy. He's a lot of man. Get us better plug some gaps. Things going. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. Bulldogs got another first down. Need at least, I'm thinking, 2 more to seal this thing up, man. Hold on to the ball. There's going to be a keeper by Taylor. Taylor running, looking, skips across the 50, and that's where he'll be down. Oh, there's some blows being swung on. There's a little frustration selling in. This one looks like Prince Robinson. Good job by Tyron.
I think Tyron's pretty much going to take every snap from here on out.
You think?
He's not. I don't think they're going to take any risks.
You think? 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining before Waller can pull off the first round win. They got to hold on. And one thing now is coming back to haunt North Florida. They've gone a lot of time out earlier. Right now, we'll see what happens. Tyron Taylor awaits the snap from the 50-yard line. Takes it, keeps it himself, and he's getting off defenders. He's taking some hits. He'll lose a yard. But he keeps the ball. The clock.
That clock for 40 seconds left in the ball game. Tyron Taylor to avoid the tackle, losing a couple of yards at that point.
That's okay. You got 24 seconds on the play clock and 29 on the game clock. You can hear Bulldog Nations getting ready. They'll have to probably snap it one time.
They're going to have to snap the ball.
And I don't even think I'm going to take. I'll take the snap direct. I don't even want to get
big formation. They're getting up at the goal now.
Well, they take the delay. Right? They take the delay. Yeah, you take because at that point you don't even have to risk restraining. Because once they catch the playback 5 yards, that's what the clock back. Wow. 5 seconds remaining, unless something major happens, the Bulldogs will be able to fight another. Personnel now coming in as they get ready. The ball is now spotted at the 44-yard line, and there's a quarterback field. Tyron Taylor tucks it underneath, and Waller will win the first round. Oh my, it has been some years. The line coming. Bulldogs are lining up to shake hands with North Florida, and what was really a well-played game by both sides. Well played. Doing fair benefit. It's a victory. North Florida benefits more than what they expected, obviously, and made it a little bit more difficult than what they anticipated. Nonetheless, a win is a win. You roll on. It stops a 3-game losing streak. So now Waller will extend their overall record to 8-3, and they will continue to live to fight another day. We'll give you the updates through our Twitter and Instagram account. You can follow us on OBN_radio for Twitter Nation, and we'll give you updates everything coming on to see who the Bulldogs will face in the next round. What a contest. A lot of hard hits on tonight. We're hoping that Eric Bright is okay. He is walking a little gingerly on that ankle. He's coming to shape. And hopefully he is up in time to be ready for next contest. The Waller Bulldogs advance to the second round of the playoffs. Where they'll play, they'll be at Flip. Might be at home and they might be on the road, but wherever they are, we can assure you that both myself and Randy Allen will be there. Randy, any assessments here before we wrap up on tonight?
I can just see the Bulldogs come to get out of that dog out. Let that bark out. Let them know that we're still alive and kicking. Good job, those guys. Get out there. Get this victory. Really good. Hats off to them for us. They came out and played a real good ball game. Dropped talent on them. But great to see the Waller Bulldogs pull this off.
Very well stated, sir, as they now listen to the school song being tribute. Coach Guy has made it in from his winter attire. You're looking snappy, man. I want to let you know that. All right, and the Bulldogs on top of the Bulldogs of North Forest, as the Waller Bulldogs seem to have a bigger bite on tonight, and they walk away with the win 17-14. We want to thank you all so much for joining us on tonight. We want to thank Galileo's Mexican Grill, the Learning Tree of Daycare Center, Green Lawn Care, Armor Industries, Varsity Grill, Larry's Automotive, Temple Rescue Ministry, Waller Bulldog Club, the Hempstead Theater, Attorney Lee Van Hickson, who was our halftime. We had to bring him back for the good luck news. I was talking about you got this ad lady San Bernard Electric Cooperative, and you, the listeners. The Waller Bulldogs victorious over the North Forest Bulldogs by the score of 17-14. We are saying thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Bundle up, drive safe, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night, and God bless.